right, I have got a new quilt I'm sewed together, and I'm going to get over here and start sewing it up. So I'm going to turn this around to my sewing machine. So I've got light on it. All right, let me get on the. Get it situated. All right. Yeah, okay. I've got to get over here and sit down. All righty. Let me see if I can get this straightened out. I don't think I'll need that lamp. I believe I can do this without it. All right. I've got it all pieced together, and I'm not pieced it together, but I've got it. Um, I got my pins right there. Get my thread needle, needle threaded. I've got to get my scissors. All right, I had to get my scissors. All right. I've already got them cut out and pinned together like I'm going to sew them. All righty. I hope everybody's doing all right. All right. Look at my bobbin. Yeah. Been a while since I used my sewing machine. Hey, thank you for coming to my live stream. Uh, I've got a quilt cut out and ready to sew it together. It's going to be a while. My thread broke. Mm. Yeah, thank you for coming back to my YouTube live stream. I just now starting a new quilt. I've got it pieced together. Okay. Okay, let's see if I get this. I'm just now setting up my sewing machine. I had my Kim, thank you for coming in. I'm just getting it started on this. I've got a quilt cut out, and I've got the pieces pinned together, and my threads keeps breaking. I don't know what happens. I hope it. I'm starting a new quilt, so I've got it. I'm just now sat down here a few minutes ago to throw it together. I hope you're doing all right this morning. It's almost evening now. I've had trouble with my thread breaking. My uh, bobbin one didn't know right, and it fell out. Uh, I hope you're doing all right. Don't you stay? I had a whole bunch of thread down in there. Let me see if I can get it. I hope I got it this time. I have. I'm on the road. I've got two in here now. I'm starting a new quilt. I got it cut out, and I got it pinned together. I'm starting on my first block. There's 20 of blocks of these. And I got one more to go. There's 3 rows of this. It's called, this pattern is called disappearing 9-patch pattern. I watched Missouri Star Quilt Company YouTube channel, and they had this pattern on there, and I copied it. I've made several of these. I made uh, several quilts. I'm making them to give each child and grandchild a quilt to Christmas. I did that Christmas before last. Now I was in the hospital last year and didn't feel like quilting, but I'm doing better. I've been blessed. God's been good to me. But I hope that most of y'all are having a blessed week. It sure is hot here in Tennessee. It's been unruly hot in the 90s for a while. Yeah. It has been 90s for. I've got my central heat and air went out. My central air went out. My heat on my unit is still working, but I've got 3 window air conditioners in my house to keep it cool. That's cheaper than buying a new central heat and getting it fixed. But I retired 9 years ago in 2017, and I'm 85 now. But I've got my health is good. I've been blessed. This has got 9 5-inch in a block. So it's a 9-patch. This is called a disappearing 9-patch quilt. Like I said, I made several. I've got 24 back there on the bed that I've got pieced together. That I've pieced together. Now I've got the quilting. And I wished I had the long arm quilting machine, but they're about $18,000. And living on Social Security, I can't afford that. But I've got 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 14 great grandchildren. I've got a big family. Yeah. My needle come unthreaded. Got to thread it back. I've got 2 in here now. I've just now started. I've got this quilt cut out and pinned together, and so I just started sewing it just a few minutes ago. If I could keep my needle threaded, my camera on I can't get my video into my editing program and get it onto YouTube, so I having to live stream everything. Makes it unhandy. Uh, Excuse me, sir. I got it threaded back. We're gonna go again. Do the pen. So there it is. Now I've got to cut this down the middle here and then the middle here, and I'm going to get up and do that now. Oh, man. And turn this around. I've got a longer, cooler ruler than I should have looked for. quilted in a while. Like I said, I didn't quilt at all last year. I got sick. And I was in the nursing home 7 weeks. In the nursing home, I got where I couldn't walk. I went in there for therapy. I've got arthritis in my legs and feet. My health is good. Well, I've got 3 in here now. Okay, I got it. Got it done. All right, now I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't put the blade back in it. I think I'm losing it. Let me sit down just a second. Now I've got the blade in it. Okay. Don't know. I'm going to turn this one this way and this one this way. And I'm going to sew these together. Do that. No. Yep, that's right. Okay, let me get these sewed together. Now turn you back around. Oh, wish I could keep my thread. I've got two in here now. is the 9 patch. Let's see, maybe I can get it. I made one to show you what it looks like. Then I'm gonna stitch these up and be through with them in the long. There's the 9 patch. So that's what it looks like. Now I'm gonna lay that one down, and I'm gonna just chain stitch these. I've got 4 in here. Bless your heart. Thank you so much for coming. I've 3 in here. It's still not. Not thread is too loose. That looks a little bit better. I got that 3 in here. I got 2. I got 3 back. But I thank y'all so much for coming to my live stream. I didn't quilt at all last year because I was down for a while in nursing home, uh, taking therapy, and then therapy come to the house, and but my insurance paid it all. I'm thankful for that. I've got 20 of these blocks to make. It'll be I guess a twin size quilt. The others are bigger that I made. It's found, scattered, whatever it is, sales calls. I get a lot of them. I still got one in here. I'll piece this together today, and tomorrow I'll hand quilt the top and put the back and the batting on it. I'll spend all day. Takes about 3 days to uh, quilt one by hand. But I enjoy it. I've got 3 children. I made mine and their clothes when they was growing up. My son, I couldn't make clothes for him, but I did. I made one Christmas. Wait a minute. One Christmas, I bought some red material for Christmas. Made me and my 3 daughters a long um, dress out of that, and I made cut out uh, a jacket for my son. He was just little, and we looked good in our outfits at going to church on Sunday morning. I had them kids in church every Sunday. I raised my family good. And nobody said anything. Y'all can chat if you want to. Get this and hand together. Yeah, I'm still alive. Almost an hour. All right, I got another one. I can't wait to get it done and get the backing and bedding on it, and then sit there all day and quilt it. If I stay at it all day, I may get half of it done. But when I done it before, I got tired and I had to sit and rest. My back's beginning to hurt now. Okay. I found I had I've got quilting material and everything in one bedroom. You can't get in there unless you move something around. And I've got come across a pack of where I'd already cut out. I forgot about it. So this is what I'm working on now. Okay, okay. Like I said, I made 13 quilts, finished 13, and I've got 20 something more already pieced together, ready to quilt. At least I don't have to worry about. I can start quilting and just do one. Uh, Maybe I can get 2 quilted a week. I've already got 3 done this year. Okay. After I get these sewed together, it won't take long to stitch them up and connect the things. I should be through this evening. And tomorrow, I'm going to be live streaming all day hand quilting. I've got 3 long folding tables uh, in the living room. Uh, they're standing up, I hadn't got them set on the floor yet. But I'm going to set them up in the living room. And with my dining room, I haven't got a room. I've got a big living room. Let's see. It's someone better. I still got one. Bless your little heart. I've got two lights. Let me straighten up my chair. Get that good. Get that there. But I don't even remember. I've got three in here now. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my live stream. I just started this about an hour ago. I already had it cut out and pinned together. But I hope everybody's doing all right. But thank you so much for coming. I worked 48 years altogether. I worked in Nashville one time when we lived down there. I worked pencil factory here, and I retired at 62, and I couldn't live on Social Security. And I went to Walmart, and they hired me as a greeter, and I worked there for 13 years. And I fell and broke my finger on the job, and I was out of work for 3 months. But I hung in there for another year after I went to work. Went back to work, and I had to give it up. And I cried the day they gave me my retirement party. I didn't want to quit. I've never had a lazy bone in my body. I sit there and cried the whole time. But I worked at Walmart as a grader for 13 years. And I love that job. I love meeting people. I'm a people person. I've never seen a stranger. But my daddy was an electrician when I was growing up. We moved all over this side of the United States. Union Hall out of Chattanooga had him going everywhere. But he worked in New York City for 4 years, and one of the jobs he had up there was rewiring Radio City Music Hall. I was proud of my daddy. And Mama got a job when they got married. Daddy told us, you're not working, I'll make the money and you stay home and keep the house. So that's the way it worked. My parents were good Christian people. They had me and my brother in church all the time. And after he worked, left there, I was in 7 schools in 1 year. Me and my brother we moved around that much. But you know, it didn't bother my. I got another one done. It didn't bother my learning. I never had trouble learning. I was kind of smart and didn't know it. But I went to working at the pencil factory, and they had a people come in and evaluate us one time. And they had questions to answer. And it was easy. I got up, got through, and everybody else still sitting there scratching their heads. And the lady says, ma'am, hey, did you go to college? I said, no, ma'am, I didn't. I've always worked here. Well, you're smart enough to go to college. And I went home and told my mama that I was smart. She said, I've always known I had 2 smart kids. My brother was smarter than me. He was in the Navy for 20 years. He was in Vietnam when that war ended over there. But he got cancer, and he passed away when he was 56 years old. Like it broke my heart. He passed away 3 years after Mama did. The ship he was on when the Navy was Shawinigan. I never will get. I've got his. Well, his wife has got his papers. He was married when that was the hardest thing to see him laying there, and his. I've got two in here. And I was sitting up at the flea market during when I was working down there at the pencil factory. And my husband was, me and him said he had to set up. And a lady I worked with at the pencil factory uh, told him, said, your wife is smart. Said, she was the smartest one in there. And uh, said, had the highest score with everything there. So I was proud of that. Didn't even know I was that smart. But the questions and everything were so simple. That no trouble. But I got up and left, and everybody else still sitting there scratching their heads. I got two in here and three lights. I was in the band when I was in school. And every place we moved to had a band, and I went and played in the band. I loved to march. I've still got my clarinet. I graduated in 1960. Yeah, now I got these two together. I'm going to get these finished, then I'm going to stitch them together. And tomorrow I'll have a live stream of quilting it. And I've got my YouTube channel. I'm not making any money, but I've got almost 3,000 subscribers. But I enjoy showing everybody what I do. I've got cooking shows. Travel. I love to cook. You wouldn't believe how many cookbooks I got. I was cooking when I got tall enough to reach the stove. My mama was a good cook. My two daughters are good cooks too. My son can cook. I still got a pile to go. I got 30, let's see, 20 of these blocks. Seems like that quilt, that stash is still high. I don't know how many I've done. We just keep doing them to get through. I'm using a uh, 3/4, quarter of an inch seam on these. Yeah. Been going an hour and a half. I'm actually getting to hurt below my shoulder blades. I watch all the quilting channels they got. Yeah, my Jenny on that's her channel, quilting channel. Her and the family's got it, and she had this pattern. Yeah. I've seen some pretty quilts made. I got where I don't even watch TV anymore unless I want to see the news. But part of the stuff you'll see on the internet is not true, so I have to Google it. I use Google a lot. See if it happened. But you can't believe everything on the internet. Look, column is going down fast. Not fast, but it's getting smaller anyway. I've got two in here now. Been going about 2.5 hours. One more. This is going to be my last one. I'm getting tired. I may come back this evening late and start it back up again. Ooh, that's hard. Get this done, and I'm going to cut it off for a while. I may be back later this evening. Oh, bobbin, I've got to rewind my bobbin. Well, I'm going to cut this off here now, and I'll come back this evening maybe, and then tomorrow I'll live stream quilting it. If you like my videos, just like, share, and subscribe, and hit that little bell when you want to be notified when I've got another video coming out. Thank you so much for watching. Bless your heart. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day. Just like, share, and subscribe.